Healthcare specialists insist that despite assurances by the Health Ministry that the waiting list for MRI scans in state hospitals is now under control, the situation is in fact still a complete fiasco, with some patients continuing to wait up to 2 years for a scan. Some argue that the criteria for referral should be made stricter, prioritising those in serious need over those with milder symptoms. The government has made a deal with the private sector to undertake scans, but the backlog of waiting patients has barely reduced. Ricky Shields with more.
Senior neurologist and head of Neurology Clinic C at the Cyprus Institute of Neurology and Genetics, Dr. Maros Panzaris, has angrily rebutted Health Minister George Bambaridis' assertions that waiting lists for MRIs at state hospitals are improving. Magnetic resonance imaging, or MRIs for those who don't know, use a large magnet and radio waves to look at organs and structures inside your body in 3D. Healthcare professionals use MRIs to diagnose a variety of conditions, from torn ligaments to tumours and even our brains. They're a vital diagnostic requirement. Back in October 2015, the Health Ministry announced that it had secured a €1.6 million budget to accommodate all the people on the list, at that time approximately 13,000 patients, who had been waiting for months, some even years, to have an MRI at the Nicosia General, where the public sector's sole MRI scanner is located. The Ministry even recruited 9 private hospitals located in Nicosia, Limassol, Larnaca and Paphos to offer MRI scans to the patients on the list, the goal being to have cleared the list by December of last year. Despite this, 5 months later, the list has actually increased to around 14,000 people. Dr. Banzaris made the point that as doctors, when they ask for an MRI, they need it carried out immediately, particularly in the most serious cases, for example, multiple sclerosis, cancers, tumours and spinal problems. Also, according to Dr. Banzaris, the House has approved a protocol outlining stricter criteria for MRI referrals to enable those in most desperate need to be seen quickly, but this has never been implemented. Furthermore, despite the scheme to enable state patients to use private hospitals and have the MRI paid for by the state, the system's so backed up that patients in desperation are paying hundreds of euros to get their MRIs quickly. And I can attest to this firsthand, having been told by my doctor last year that I must not wait for a state MRI and must quickly have it done privately at great cost. The medical profession is rightly frustrated by the delays, but this is as nothing compared to the fear, frustration and often pain that patients feel as they await an MRI. The technology exists to help people. However, it seems the bureaucracy exists to impede those most in need, and this must change. This is Mr. Shields reporting for Rock FM.
On air and online at rockfmcyprus.com.
Today's best mix.
Rock FM.